Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, can be live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you all had a super fantastic sparkling day. Don't know about you guys, but my day was nutty, crazy, fun. It is Fun Friday, Finish It Friday. So it has been a crazy end to the week. It also started off with an absolutely fun wake-up call this morning where we were talking about, we're doing a weekly thing on Fridays, but we're talking about that I Am My Story, and it's this workbook we're being taken through. We've got lessons each week. There's videos to watch during the week, and then we come together on Fridays. We discuss some of the things from that. We learn some new things to set us up for the next week and all that. And we're in the middle of the dream section about being a dreamer. And today we're all about the I am statements. I love I am statements. I forgot to take a picture of it again. Above the overhead cabinet in my bedroom, I have 16 3x3, we call them stick-ups, but there's 16 3x3 stick-ups, which are canvas type removable stickers, and each one has an I am statement on it. And so I say them every night when I go to bed, every morning when I get up. But they keep telling us that you should repeat them during the day, so I might have to. But then today, as the discussions are going on and everything else, I'm thinking up new ones. And so in my notebook here, I was writing down new I am statements, and I've probably got another 16 or more here. So I thought, well, I'm just going to have to go and create another sheet with my 16 stick-ups on it of my new I am statements, and maybe I'll put them up here, and that way I can have my ones that I do in the morning and in the evening in the morning, and then I've got the ones that I can sit here and do throughout the day. So that's what I'm thinking. But there was some really cool ones that came up. And then I was doing some work, and I got an urgent text from my boss, and she says, our person who works from Canada can't get online because their internet's down. I'm like, wait, what? And it was like nationwide. There was this big internet, I don't know if it's still going on, but there was this big internet outage in Canada today. So our person who is based in Toronto could not get online to work the help chat today. So I ended up going in early. I says, well, give me 10 minutes, I've got to make my smoothie, and then I can be online, then I have a call I have to go take, and then I can be back again. And so it all worked out, but it was a nutty day on the chat today. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. I have to say that it was a lot of fun. I felt energized. I felt drained and energized at the same time when I finished up at the end of the day, because it hasn't been that crazy and that busy in ages. And I was like, getting back into the groove. This is awesome. But yeah, it was a wild, crazy day on the chat today, and I loved every minute of it. I was energized by it. I was drained by it. At one point, I'm still like, I have to take a break. Please just slow down enough so I can take a break. And it did slow down enough for me to be able to go take a break. And I got up, and my legs and my knees were so stiff because I've been sitting for so long that I was literally, I was standing in the middle of the floor, and I was like jogging on the spot to try and limber everything up. And then I have these stretches that I do utilizing the counter, where I put my fingers on the edge of the sink, and it's an under counter sink, so it's actually on the counter, and hold on to that. And I do these. I've got these stretches that I do using my body weight to help pull on the shoulder muscles. It also helps stretch the neck muscles a little bit too. So I was stretching all of those out and doing these hip flexor stretches. I just felt so stiff from sitting for so long. But I was actually running in place for a full minute. I did a minute of running in place, and anybody who knows me knows I do not run. But I was running in place for a full minute today, just to get the blood pumping, to get the joints lubricated, and get all that going. Keeping up with my water was, well, that one's empty. This one's a little full. I have 2 water bottles that sit on my desk, and I just keep going backwards and forwards between the 2 of them. But I did get to the end of the day. I was exhausted by the end of that, but I was exhilarated at the same time. And so I was like, okay, what else can I do? And was looking to see what other work I had that I had to finish up, and got some of that taken care of. There are some that I have still got to do, but I'm doing that tomorrow. I have a couple of calls tomorrow with some people, and so I'm going to finish up the workload I have for this week from one of my clients. I'm going to finish that up tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a crazy day to think that like almost all of Canada was offline today. And my friend didn't realize sort of the wide impact that would have, because she just thinking, just them, their little area and all that. I'm going, no. I said, you don't get this. I said, you don't get the wide impact. I said, some of the places that have been hit, they've got world head offices in some of those locations. They're shut down. They're offline. So now that their other locations around the world can't communicate with the head office. And she said, like, oh. And I said that I'm reading in reports that the emergency lines are down in some areas. They can't get through because of the internet's down. Banks are having issues. ATM machines aren't working. I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to have an effect that's going to roll out. And there's a lot of stuff that's not available right now because everything's offline because of the internet. And it's this one major company that has, like, I don't know, a lot. They do a lot of the phone services, the internet, and all of that sort of stuff. So they hadn't, according to newspaper articles, they also had an outage about 15 months ago, but nothing like this one. And the last time I read an article, they still didn't know what the cause of today's outage was. And I don't know if they're back up online. I haven't checked. But I was going through some of the impact that it would have. And she said, I didn't realize it was so big. I says, yeah. I says, you guys ain't a little country, And I said, there'll be a lot of companies that are affected because their main server could be based in Canada. They could have the head office based there, and there could be other countries that have their servers based there, so they're out of their country type of thing. And I said, so it's not just, there's a lot of businesses that will be affected by this today. And so she was just like, oh. And so when we talked through some of the stuff that may happen because of this outage, she was like, oh, I didn't realize it had that much reach. So it was an interesting conversation that we had. How far-reaching the actual outage is going, the problems the outage is going to cause, I don't know. But it was just an interesting day from that perspective. And but yeah, so I spent a crazy amount of time sitting here in the spot. So as soon as I get off this call, the computer gets locked up for the night and we're going for a walk. But right now it is, Alexa, what's the temperature outside? Alexa's not even talking to me. Alexa, what is the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 108 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's 108.
Tonight, expect a low of 86 degrees.
Alexa, what is 108 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
108 degrees Fahrenheit is about 42.22 degrees Celsius. By the way,
42.
You have 2 new notifications. Do you want to do them?
Nope. Always tells me about notifications at inopportune times. So yeah, about 42 degrees Celsius. And Zeffy's up at the window there looking out, saying, can we go for our walk yet? Can we go for our walk? And as soon as we get off this, yes, we can, because the sun will be down, even though it'll still be 108 degrees Fahrenheit, 42 degrees Celsius. There is meant to be a strong breeze outside, so that's going to help. Even though it's going to be a warm breeze, it will help break down the heat some and how we feel it. I'm just hydrating a lot before we go out, and trying to get a dog to drink before you go out for a walk is next to impossible. I just tell her, go have a drink of water. She just looks at me like, what? Yet when we come back from the walk and I tell her to go drink some water, she'll go straight to a water bowl and just drink. And I'm like, why didn't you do that before we went out? So but yeah, walks aren't long enough, and we're not outside long enough for me to require carrying water for her while we're out for the walks. Usually we can get a lap in, but depends. I basically let her go wherever she wants to go, unless there's a reason I want to go a different way. Like in the mornings, I will dictate a little more where we go, and but in the evenings, it's we go out the driveway. She's got the choice, left or right, and I don't say anything. She just gets there and just walks off, and I just follow along behind. And she's not pulling me on the leash. She's now starting to walk a lot looser on the leash, so I can actually walk with my left hand down by my side, and she just walks along, and we get to an intersection, and she'll just look, and either she'll just go straight in a direction, or she'll stop, look around, figure it out, and then walk off in a direction. There's some streets, for some reason, as we get to them, she just turns and just starts walking off down them. I'm like, okay, You want to go that way? We'll go that way. But yeah, in the evening, she basically gets to go wherever we want to go, as long as it's not an area that the pets aren't allowed to go in, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I very rarely have to. Yeah, the mornings she gets more, we're going this route, and in the evenings she can go basically wherever she likes, and so that's how we do that. We get some good long walks in the evening because of that. So sometimes we end up zigzagging and going crazy paths. I mean, you've got a road that goes around the perimeter of the pet area, then there's a road that goes up the middle, and then there's the cross streets that connect from one side to the other side that go through, and she'll just zigzag her way through those. Half the time I don't even know where we're going. I just let her take the lead, and sometimes we go up the middle and then turn down. But she nearly always, when we get to the end of our street, she will be walking with my arm fully outstretched, leaning on the leash as hard as she can to avoid turning down our street. Even if we've been out for 40 minutes or whatever walking around, we get to the end of our street and she's like, yeah, I ain't going that way. That's the only time I kind of have to fight her. And some nights it's still like, come on, let's go home and get some water, and she'll just tootle off down the street. So we'll see what she does this evening with 42 degrees outside. Yes, but it's been a fun day today. It's been crazy. It's been nutty. It's kind of like a cool end to the week. Yeah, it was super busy today, so it was good. I enjoyed every minute of it. So I haven't had those for a while, but now it's time to put the shoes on. You gonna get my shoes? Get Mummy's shoes? Yes? No? Maybe? She's got her ears fully extended. The problem is if I pick up the phone, she'll look in a different direction. I won't get a picture of it, but it's so cute. She was worried. Look, her ears are fully alert. You need Mummy's shoes? Please? I've only been asking her every day for 2.5 years. Twice a day, at least twice a day for 2.5 years. She still won't bring me my shoes. Other times I'll give her a command once for the very first time and she'll go do it. Go figure. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Tomorrow is Shake It Up Saturday. What plans do you have to have fun this weekend? What plans do you have to shake up your day tomorrow? Do something a little different. Go somewhere a little different. Just get out of the routine. Out of the routine is good. So I got to go walk a pup. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Hei konera.